God's peace be with you. We look to Jesus as Lord and Master. We belong to Him, and we want to do only what is pleasing to Him. But there may be another master lurking in the shadows. This candidate for being dominant in our lives is money or possessions. We all do need money for our day-to-day lives. Many feel that they do not have enough. Others are overly invested in having more and more of it. Whatever our situation, money is and will be a major element in our lives. And therein lies the danger. And so Jesus makes a very clear statement in Luke 16 verse 13. No servant can serve two masters. He will either hate one and love the other, or be devoted to one and despise the other. You cannot serve God and mammon. The Bible also tells us that the love of money is the root of all evil. Thus, this option is not available to us. In fact, we are to love God with all our heart, soul, strength, and mind. Thus, only Jesus and not money can be our master. We know this, but perhaps unconsciously, money can still become our master. How? Perhaps we want more and more, beyond being able to take care of our needs, and maybe even many of our wants. To this, Paul says in 1 Timothy 6, verses 8 to 9, if we have food and clothing, we shall be content with that. Those who want to be rich are falling into temptation and into a trap and into many foolish and harmful desires, which plunge them into ruin and destruction. But then, if we do not strive, how can we and our family be well provided for? Of course, we need to work and to strive to do well. But what we need to be careful of is the condition of our hearts. Actually, if our hearts are in the right place, God Himself will take care of us. The writer to the Hebrews assures us in Hebrews 13 verse 5, let your life be free from love of money, but be content with what you have. For He has said, I will never forsake you or abandon you. We need to realize certain truths about money. First, money does not provide security. Proverbs 27:24 says, wealth does not last forever. Proverbs 23 verse 5 says, when your glance flits to it, it is gone. Thus, Paul tells Timothy in 1 Timothy 6 verse 17, not to rely on so uncertain a thing as wealth, but rather on God, who richly provides us with all things for our enjoyment. Second, money does not provide true satisfaction. We read in Ecclesiastes 5 verse 11, sleep is sweet to the laborer, whether there is little or much to eat, but the abundance of the rich allows them no sleep. Third, and most importantly, money does not provide redemption. Peter tells us in 1 Peter 1 verse 18 that you were ransomed from your futile conduct, not with perishable things like silver or gold. In fact, we read in Proverbs 11 verse 4 that wealth is useless on the day of wrath. And more sobering still, Jesus assures us in Matthew 19 verse 23 that it will be hard for one who is rich to enter the kingdom of heaven. But lest we come to detest money, we also need to realize that money by itself is not bad. In fact, the scriptures time and again speak about material well-being coming from God. In Deuteronomy 8 verse 18, remember then the Lord your God, for He is the one who gives you the power to get wealth. We are told in 1 Chronicles 29 verse 12 that riches and glory are from God. And in Proverbs 10:22, we read that it is the Lord's blessing that brings wealth. But even as the Bible speaks of wealth as a blessing from God, we are still warned. In Psalm 62 verse 11, on wealth that increases, do not set your heart. Set your heart only on Jesus the Master, and everything else will fall into place. God bless you.